Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of oil and natural gas. And I'm just going to jump right into it, give you my financial opinion. So here's oil. Oil was rolling higher. It was higher in the morning. And at the end of the day, it did trade a little bit lower. It's not a huge down day. So I don't think it's a huge pullback. I mean, we'll see. But it still looks bullish to me. It still looks bullish. We got larger up days, smaller down day. And we'll see what the end of the week brings us. Natural gas moving higher. Again, it's been quite strong. I'm not trading in and out of these. I'm just holding on, riding this higher. Are we going to come back and get this down here? I still don't know. I don't see a definitive answer here. I don't see a reversal candlestick or anything like that. So it looks good at the moment until it doesn't. We've got these large down selling pressure in XOP here, these here. Sometimes they need a little bit of working off. Sometimes they create these like patterns that we bounce back and forth and then eventually break. Could we break right here? It's possible. But that's what I'm seeing on XOP. Yeah, you know me. SM, I mean, today is a beautiful day. We opened up. This is what it looks like. We have a nice, good, strong move. We're coming up to this resistance area. That's why it's starting to go flat there. Are we going to break it? I don't know. We'll find out. But this is our kind of our rounding bottom pattern, and we'll see if it breaks. And this is on this is a 5-minute time frame, guys. 5 minute. You can see us kind of cycle back and forth between these two areas. Back and forth, back and forth. We're just consolidating. We got CDEV. We back out here, coming on up now. Is this a back test? And I don't know, guys. I don't have an answer for you. Remember, I'm here just observing. Is this a move where we come back and then head lower back down to here? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Now, if we break through this, that is what we want to see if we want to go higher. I'm indifferent because I'm going to buy more if it falls back down. So it doesn't matter where it goes to me. I don't really care in the short term. Crew energy, we get some of these patterns where you kind of come up, you dilly-dally, you come up, and sometimes they do one last lower move. That is that pattern I always see. Will it happen? Again, I don't have the crystal ball here, guys. But it's a possibility, and if it comes back, I would be a buyer in some of these companies again. CPE bouncing off that support level, moving higher, looking quite good. Athabasca oil, we're getting a little bit of weakness here. Little bit of weakness. Do we have a little bit of a pullback in some of these stocks left? Maybe. We might. That's why I've got the half doubt, because some of them are down a little bit. Recaf moving down a teeny bit. This is more of an exploration company. I do think this is getting close, though. It's getting close to, I think, a reversal. CPG moving on up. We're at that area where it's got to break through it. A lot of resistance up there. Northern Oil and Gas, right coming up to that resistance area, had nice, strong selling pressure there. And we're kind of struggling to make our way back up. Sometimes that gives one last puke lower. I would love it if it gave me one last puke lower. Why? Because you get cheaper shares. We're still early in this mix, and you can see some of these come in these little patterns here, and maybe we get a pullback. I don't know if we'll get a pullback that big for GTE, but that's that one. Tellurian rocketing higher today. There's your pullback there. See that, how it did that? That's your pullback. Your correction here, which is upward facing. So it's a reverse flag pattern, that flag here, and then it breaks down, and then this is your final buy point down there. That's for Tellurian. Pedevco, down a lot. I mean, this thing is very volatile over here. Oasis, again, we've got stronger selling pressure coming in. We're just bouncing sideways. CRK up again, breaking through that resistance support level. That looks pretty good. Sandridge looking good. That's a nice strong finish there too. Very strong. We've got Ring Energy. Again, I think we're going to bounce us sideways a little bit, the support line. I hope we do. Surge Energy up a little bit today. Will this thing pull back? I mean, we've got some selling pressure up here It's really difficult to say. We've got a nice long-term break here. These pattern, good volume on the right-hand side. Everything looks good. Tamarack Valley moving sideways. That one's looking actually pretty good. Crescent Energy moving on higher, bouncing off support. We've got Vermilion Energy. Basically, let me get out of here. Let me get this. What I see here is we've got kind of like this flag pattern that's developed. And we're just moving sideways in a consolidation period. Similar to this flag pattern over here, or it's not really a flag, but we have a resistance line there that we broke and then moved higher. Meg Energy up a little bit today. Hopefully we can bounce back down, get more shares in it. The energy service companies, OIH, again, I still see this kind of pattern. Am I going to be right? I don't know. We'll see. Again, I don't try to scare anybody. I just hold on to my shares, guys. But we do have some stronger selling pressure through this vicinity. I haven't seen the buyers give me a definitive bottom yet. But again, we could roll higher. If crude oil goes higher, it's going to drag everything up. And if the overall markets go higher too, TTI is looking strong here. That looks really good. We've got rig moving on up. A little wick at the top. Again, if I see these things dive down, I'm gonna be a buyer. If we get a pullback, I already own this stuff, and when I see it like this is a big kind of down reversal candlestick, and we get another one here. I feel like we got more left in it somewhere in this vicinity. If I were to do a fib retracement from the bottom here, and we go all the way to the top, I think we can maybe work our way down to maybe this level here, like $11, or maybe even $9.50, if we can get down that low, just based off of the pattern. I feel like a lot of these companies, even the explorers, like they want to pull back, but oil's being very resilient in the short term. Like it's going to give us a little bit better buying opportunity, perhaps. EXTN, another one that's got those large selling pressure days there. I feel like we want to hit this and do a full retrace. Valaris, a little bit of a selling pressure up here. We've got MMA offshore looking good. This thing's just kind of going sideways. Tidewater remaining ultra strong. A little bit of a wick at the top. I traded out and then came back down where the sellers came. Will this pull back a little bit? Again, what I'm seeing in these patterns is you kind of get this, like that type of pattern. We might, but again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. NEX, looking okay. We're at that resistance area. We don't have large buying pressure in this little area. We've got strong selling pressure in these two areas. We might have a further pullback. I'm just, maybe we come all the way back down here. If that's the case, we can get cheaper shares in all these. KLXE, a little bit of a selling pressure day today. We'll see what happens. Again, if we come back here, I would love to add in. CHX, another one that's inside the pattern. It's just coiling on up. Cactus Energy, another one that's right below resistance line. 9, looks like we're just bouncing sideways. Hopefully that can continue. I want to buy some more shares of all these guys. OII bouncing off support. Noble Energy getting a little bit of a reversal candlestick day. This is a bearish piercing, usually resolves with a little bit of a pullback afterwards. HLX got a little wick at the top. Hopefully we pull back a little bit. And again, that's what I'm hoping for. It doesn't mean that will happen. CGGYY's down there a little bit. Petrofac getting a small down day. This is a reversal day. That's a bearish engulfing. We might get a little bit of a pullback in the short term. Just a short-term little pullback. We've got Diamond Offshore. Diamond Offshore Drilling is DO. Nice big fat candlestick today. Looks good. On the website, we got it at the bottom, guys. Good work. At least in the short term. It might pull back and go back there, but it looks good. And then it's a split bag for the, like for coal. I mean, Whitehaven coal's looking good. It's moving higher. Yan coal is looking good, moving higher. China Shinua bouncing off support, looking good. BTU, again, I'm looking for a bottoming somewhere Actually, let's throw a fib on here. It's bouncing off the 50th percentile. Can we get to 0.618 down here at $18? Maybe. Or maybe even down to 14. That is that pattern that I see all the time. So we'll see if that can do that. If it does, you got another good buying opportunity, and maybe it can come back. Well, it did a retrace here. We'll see. We shall see. NRP is looking good, just moving sideways, and all these other ones. But that's what I've got for today, guys. I'm hoping for a pullback in energy services. That's really what I'm looking for. Will it happen? It's anyone's guess, guys. And if it pulls back, I want to see that 0.618, 0.78, whatever level, and I'll just buy off that. But that's what I've gotten. It, you know, oil, natural gas looks really strong. Oil, it looks strong as well. It's not a huge selling day today, so and all the equities were up. So that could mean that we're ready to go higher. But I'm hoping for one last little pullback so I can get in a little bit more money. And hopefully it sticks around for a little bit. But, you know, I'm already loaded in it. And if it goes on up, no big deal. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website if you guys want what my top picks are for all these in the oil and natural gas arena. The Platinum membership gets you everything in the website. And it's probably well worth it, especially if you don't know much about commodities. We've got the largest commodity bull market, I think, coming in front of us. To get just access for a couple months to some of the best companies and load up in it, yeah, that would be paying for it quite easily. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.